confession this Monday morning. Do y'all have this problem at your house? Maybe it's just me and Joel, but we are notorious for purchasing bananas and not eating them before they get overly ripe. Have you heard the saying, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade? Well, today, life is handing us overripe bananas and we're gonna make some muffins out of them. So this will be a great recipe for you to stick back in your pocket for whenever you get in this situation. You can make something sweet out of it. You can't go wrong with some sweet banana muffins. Here we go. I'm not even getting my mixer out. I'm just gonna throw everything in this bowl, whisk it together, and put into my muffin tins. Let me go ahead and show you. I love these tulip muffin liners. They're made with parchment paper. Let me show you why they're so cool. First of all, you don't have to worry about them running over. You know how sometimes with a muffin, just the plain ones, you can put too much in there and it'll run over, but I'm also gonna put a streusel topping on these banana muffins, and these liners are perfect for holding all of that. Also, when you pull them apart, you just have a perfect little square. And I've got my oven set on 350, getting hot, so let's put our stuff in this bowl and make us some muffins. Okay, first thing I have melted 1 stick of butter. Get that spatula and get it all out. I melted it and let it cool. Y'all, it is unusually cold to me this time of year. It's almost the 1st of April, which, by the way, I'll be the big 5-0 when April gets here. It's okay. Age is just a number, right? But anyway, for almost the 1st of April, it is chilly, so I had to break out the jacket this morning. Have some errands to run this afternoon. So went ahead and got dressed and put the jacket on. Okay, into that butter. 1 cup of packed brown sugar, that's light brown sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and give that brown sugar a stir just to make sure that I've got all the lumps broken up. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. Putting those eggs in is also why you want to let your melted butter cool, or you're going to have scrambled eggs in your muffins. 1/2 cup of sour cream. These stir together in just a jiffy. That's all our wet ingredients besides our bananas. Now let's get them. I always just use 3 or 4 overripe bananas. I'm going to get that off and get the little stringy things off. What are they? I don't even know what they're called. Just give them a good mash with your fork so you don't have big lumps. I like them pretty smooth. I like the flavor of banana, but I don't necessarily love biting into a big chunk of banana. Let's stir those bananas in. This can't beat a good spatula for scraping down a bowl. Now let's get our dry ingredients. I want 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I don't want to use full 2 cups. I want to go just shy of 2. So 1 3/4 should be perfect. Hey y'all, I'm not even getting, this is not going to be exact. That's pretty close. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Get 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just gonna whisk it together. Now all we need to do is spoon that out into our muffin tins. This is gonna give us 12 muffins. I like to use a Trigger ice cream scoop when I'm scooping them out, and just divide your batter evenly. It just gets a little closer to uniform. Now I want to make a streusel crumble topping to go on top of my muffins. Let's get 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour. I am going to put just a pinch of salt. I like a little bit of cinnamon in my streusel topping. I'm going to put a whole teaspoon. And you can leave that out if you don't like cinnamon, but I enjoy a good cinnamon taste with my muffins. And now I'm going to cut in some butter. That's probably 3 or 4 tablespoons of softened butter. I use my fork and cut that butter in until it's crumbly, and I can sprinkle it on top. And y'all, this is the point. You could have done this in your batter, but this is where you would want to add things to your muffins. Pecans or chocolate chips are our preferences. If Skylar and Cameron were here, they like chocolate chips. Joel and I like pecans. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a few pecans on the top. Those pecans I almost roasted too much, but I'm gonna use them because I can hardly stand to waste pecans. Now I'm just gonna crumble that streusel topping on top of these muffins. Okay, that's what it'll look like when you get your topping all crumbled up. Now into a 350 oven until they're done. Should take about 20-25 minutes. At about 20 minutes, I'm gonna peek in there and look at them. Look good. But also, let me tell you, the streusel topping does sometimes sink to the side or down to the bottom, but it makes it so good. And look, do you see all that streusel, how it went down in there? It gives the best sugary, cinnamony swirl all in. Some's on the top, but a lot of it sank down in there. So good with those roasted pecans in there. Oh, I hope you try this the next time you let your bananas get overly ripe on your counter. Have a wonderful week. Before I let you go, I want to share with you something that I saw pop up on my feed. It was a post from John Snyder. Recently, his wife passed away, and I don't really know the circumstances surrounding everything, but what grabbed me on his post, because it's been a difficult time for him, as I can only imagine. I've not had to walk through that, but at some point in the cycle of life, we'll all face loss and grief. One of the things that he is reflecting on, remembering her for, is her philosophy or her motto, from what I gather, was to go do. I love that. I want a t-shirt that says go do, because now, do I do that all the time? No, I get overwhelmed. I get tired. And there's sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't do anything else. And then I recharge, regroup, find a little quiet time. And I'm always going to circle back to how important it is to go do. Go do. Go be the difference in someone's life. Make a difference in whatever you do. So I love that. So I'm still in that. John Snyder, that really made an impact on me. It's just a simple phrase and reminder. That's what we are commissioned by Christ to do. Go do. Y'all have a wonderful week. See you next recipe. Bye-bye.